I don't like it. What I mean I don't like is I because this the stereotypical culture of America is like go party, don't study, don't you know, live it up, get drunk every fucking day, every week, go stupid, go dumb. It's always disheartening to see that because I'm like, what the hell? What are you guys doing? Why aren't you guys like out and about studying and reading? And but what can I say? Maybe it's like an age thing. It's like, I mean, that's I. Some observations is that I see some of my fellow foreigner students are like enjoying themselves going out and about, and that's cool and all. But like, that's all I see them really do. They're like always going out and about, drinking all the time, traveling and being a tourist. And I think maybe that's what I should be doing. Like maybe I'm going about this the wrong way, and I'm more like having this whole holier than thou type mood or reaction to it. But it's just that's all I see them do. They always do that. My my concern is always, do I have enough money, and can I even go to these places? And that's why I'm not really like quote unquote living it up or anything like that. I'm just literally cooped up in my room doing stuff and then going out for groceries, going shopping. So that's why I think the homie Square for coming by and getting me out to go out and stuff. And in that regard, I did learn a bit and just was out and about a bit. And I do appreciate that, but I don't know. Maybe when I get my RC card, it'll be a different story. But right now, it seems kind of like I feel tied up by finances and also by whether or not am I doing the right thing. And hmm, maybe that's what it is, and that's okay. I just gotta realize, that's all right. Cool to see all the different foreigner students like going out and about enjoying themselves, because and then it gives me ideas of where I could go and where can I visit and stuff. For sure, I want to go to, was it Jeju Island? I also want to go to Okinawa, but I feel like going to Okinawa over here, well, specifically lodging might be very expensive, and I'm like, just I feel like I'm penny pinching as much as I can. It's like if I had even remotely like twice as much money as I had now, then I probably would not worry about it. But hey, Cosmic Scholar here, episode 3. That was my little cold little opening, but I will add that there is a slight opening song. So, bam. So I've considered doing small little episodes instead of like long-winded podcasts as well. And adding that, I wanted to add like little small questions to myself that can help propel forward what my thoughts were for today or for the episode. So I thought to myself, all right, well, I'm trying to find myself. I'm trying to see. I want to live it up. But then I thought to myself, just like how I was talking about earlier about finances and stuff and not doing touristy stuff, I asked myself, am I self-limiting myself? And am I limiting myself due to finances? And like, is that what's going on? Maybe instead of self-limiting, I could just let myself go wild, but then also keep in mind what my finances are. Because when you go out to be a tourist, whatever, there's always going to be money being spent and experience being seen. So, which one is it? The thing is, I'm in a unique spot because, like, I can play the tourist, but I'm also the student at the same time because I'm not here on a leisure trip. No, I'm here for 4-ish months taking classes. So it's like I'm not here for fun. Although I should live it up and also enjoy myself as I should if I was being a tourist at the same time. That's why I have this like weird sense of like, am I supposed to do this? Like, am I properly enjoy myself? Am I actually studying properly? Am I doing too much? Can I live like a local ish? So I try to the first month I was here, the first couple weeks that I got here, I was very careful and like not overdoing it. And besides, exploring my surroundings and trying to know, okay, how can I acquire food? Food's here. How can I cook food? Where can I go? Supermarket here, etc., etc. But regardless, it's just that's when I pondered the question to myself: am I self-limiting? And if I am self-limiting, how can I remove that limiter and just let myself be? You know, like let myself release the chains and just let myself enjoy that I'm out here with a novel experience to me, not, not to everyone else, but it's a novel experience in my life, my period of time. And I'm like a senior and I'm going to graduate after like another semester. So I just thought about him like I'm not going out because of anxiety, this. And then when my friend comes by, I did started going out a lot more. And back home, I like because of in a nutshell, stuff happens last year, and a lot of the things I used to do with like go out in public a lot, I would like would be fine with it, like just would be okay with going out to eat and going out in public and stuff. And these events that happened, I'm not gonna talk about them. Completely made me like be more of a hermit and a recluse ish to the point where I had to like recharge myself. And when I went out to a whole big trip to Oregon with my girlfriend, like I was also trying to get myself out of that mindset and also that fear that I went through. It's like I have to refresh myself how I used to be, because literally earlier in the year I was going out doing random stuff, going out on dates with my girlfriend and just going out with friends, hanging out, eating in public. No problem. Sure, I have like little anxiety stuff about eating in public, but I was fine with it. And then suddenly I just couldn't do it anymore. And I just stayed home all the time. Could not be out in spots where there's like a lot of buildings. I was like scared. And so this whole trip is like, doing once again, refreshing myself, reinventing myself, regaining my power, so to say. I'm rediscovering myself, finding myself, and trying to tell myself, you're okay. You could like enjoy yourself. You've done this when you were a kid. You've walked around in places that might be quote unquote scary to your anxiety, but I was always able to eat in public all the time, able to go in places that were like far spaces. So like what changed? And I had to look inward, and at the same time I have to check myself like, okay, why are you afraid? Okay, there was a spot when I was walking with my friend, and he wanted to walk across this place called Duta Mall in Korea. It's like this big triangle building, like, so basically there's a bunch of huge buildings that are all around me. And I'm trying my best not to freak out. And I had to tell myself, you gotta go. Like, you can't just stop yourself. Like, I physically stopped and I was like trying to not panic. But then I figured out methods to, well, before this, I realized I could like bypass this anxiety by like focusing on something else. So I saw some trees and saw some people hanging out and also meditating. And I'm like, look at them. They're enjoying themselves. They're older people. They're doing meditation and also exercises. So what's the problem here? They're older. They live their lives, yes, but you're still trying to live and enjoy yourself as well. They're not afraid. Why should you be afraid? Ponder that for a quick second. Literally ran to my friend, and then because trees, for some reason, giving myself cover, it allows me to like focus and not be afraid. I looked forward. I imagined the trees were near me, gave me shade, and I was able to like focus forward. But it still was making me feel kind of scared to look at the big building. So when my friend was already walking ahead of me, I just ran across. and running across literally bypassed any sort of fear I had on top of like the methods I was doing earlier. And I did it. I got to the mall area, the mall entrance, and I was like, honestly, I felt anxiety coursing through my veins. Like my hands were shaking, my legs were shaking, and I smiled to myself. And in my head, I'm like patting myself, like, you did it, you did it, you did it, you could do it. There's no reason to self-limit yourself. It's okay. Like, I guess the whole exposure therapy type of thing too. Like, I'm just over time going to these buildings, you know, like passing by them and learning to be near them and not be afraid of them, because there's so many big buildings in Korea. But I want to be able to take this newfound courage, go back home, and be able to go anywhere I want without fear, because I don't want to self-limit myself at all. I want to have a lived life, a fulfilled life, and not limit my experience. And also, like, are you really living if you're not afraid? Or how that this one influencer on Instagram, Scotty K Fitness, he's like, do it with fear, believe in yourself, because I believe in you type of thing. And I'm like, I need to do it with fear, and I need to remind myself I have power. I could do a lot of things, and I used to do a lot of things. And before, just because the pandemic completely destroyed my confidence does not mean I should let it continue destroying my confidence and stay static. I'm not a static person. I am a dynamic person that changes with the times and changes based on experiences. And I know I can change, reinvent myself, find my power again, and go out and enjoy myself and not self-limit myself. That's why I'm like, I ask myself, am I self-limiting myself? Is the cosmic scholar self-limiting? I might. Now, when it comes to studies, I also do the same thing. I'm trying to get back into a rhythm again as I used to, and it doesn't help. I got sick again, and it's like, what the fuck? Why? Why does this keep happening? It might have been because of like cold air that like radiates from my window, but I'm not figuring out something to like deal with that. But I'm not gonna deal till it. All I know is I'm gonna wear my mask until I'm like for a couple of weeks, maybe like for another week or and a half. I'm just gonna wear my mask and just keep taking multivitamins, keep taking immune systems increasing stuff, because I just want to get strong and not worry about being sick again and again and again. Fuck that anxiety noise that happens. So, but we reinvent ourselves. We have to understand why we're self-limiting as well. But why I self-limited was because I have a lot of fear due to my anxiety from the past, and also because I'm pretty sure just a lot of people can say the same, that like during the pandemic, of course, and after the pandemic, they were never the same. So I know I'm not alone in thinking maybe my going out ability was like kind of hampered a bit and dampered. And yeah, I do right now, thinking back on it, I used to, once the pandemic was quote unquote, you know, they stopped doing lockdowns, stopped limiting events and stuff, I started going out more and wearing my mask everywhere until like I got my vaccines and stuff. But I remember I started going out much more often, and despite that, I still was preferably not enjoying eating out because I don't like people looking at me. And I learned also from my therapist to connect that statement. I learned from my therapist, I don't want to be perceived. And because I don't want to be perceived, it's the reason why I don't like going out in public and eating out in public, because I don't want anyone looking at me, because I clear my throat because of anxiety stuff, and I try to eat in a specific way, and it's just there. Those are the ways I'm self-limiting myself. Or ponder the question of, am I self-limiting? Yes. Because there's so many actions I do because I was trying to survive and live and not to be afraid of my surroundings and my life. And a lot of the things I used to do was because I was trying to not get sick by COVID back in the day. And I thought it was really interesting to know, but that's fine. All I know is I want to see new perspectives, and we'll see. It is what it is, and we'll see. We'll see how I go and continue. But otherwise, that'll be it for my little talk, my little spiel about myself and being a scholar, being someone who wants to like really live in a better way. It will take time, but I know I'll be better eventually. As long as I do it afraid and take steps to better myself and not limit myself, I could be powerful again as I used to. Who knows? Maybe I am powerful now because I am taking these steps anyways. So we'll see. Peace out.